Okay, hello everyone, how are you? Thank you for joining on this another live stream today. So this is the 30th of August. So yeah, let's start the session. Today I will screen some charts and see which one is trending and ranging. And also today is Monday and looks like London is in bank holiday. So it was less volatile, I guess, in the London session. And towards the New York session, let's see which market is potentially moving up or down. Otherwise, we just discuss markets and yeah, it's going to be a free discussion today. So yeah, for those who are new to my channel, my name is Kei and I am a full-time Japanese Forex trader who is living in Dubai from this July. Before I was in Tokyo, but now I live in Dubai. And this YouTube channel is all about using Ichimoku to capture which market is trending and which market is ranging, reversing backwards, and to improve your trades. And the ultimate goal for this YouTube channel is to help you become a non-losing trader. So hopefully you enjoy today's live session. So let me squeeze my face and start the session now. All right. So yeah, before starting, just a quick disclaimer as usual. This content today is basically based on my own understanding views in the market. So if you make some trade decisions, please do with your risk management. And also on this live stream, if you can follow the guidelines and rules, that would be great. Okay, so today's Monday. Looks like markets are not really active, but we can look through the markets and we might see some trends in lower time frames. If that's the case, I can talk about it too. So let's see. Obviously, I have no positions right now. I was away from the charts this afternoon and just came back home. So let's screen charts together for now. All right, so Rush, good to see you here. And Diana, thank you for joining the Ichimoku community. So please access to my website and click on these services and Ichimoku community. And once you click on that, you can find the button here. Click here to join Ichimoku Discord. Please click this one and connect your Discord, YouTube channel, and you can get all the perks in this community. But once again, thank you for joining and stay gold. So yeah, in this Ichimoku community, I will be reviewing the books again. The books that I wrote, the Ichimoku Basic Master Book, which talk about 5 lines of Ichimoku, and the Ichimoku Basic Theories book, which talk about 3 theories of Ichimoku, and also Kyushu legs. I will review each chapter so that you understand the basic concept of Ichimoku in this community. All right, so let's see. Kasim, thank you for joining, and Gabby, good to see you too, and Jorg, Muhammad, and Levinus, Roget, thank you for joining as well, and Juan Alan, good to see you too, Dijamel, Bill, and Tana, good to see you too. All right, many people today. Very nice to see you on this Monday. All right, Chayan, and Nami, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you here. All right, Monorom, good to see you, Tyler. And Shavdak, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you here. Thank you for saying hi to myself. All right, Celine and Susan, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you here. And Orvin, Christopher, and Oleg, good to see you. Good to see you. So we are at the end of August and moving on to September now. Time flies. So it's been already 2 months since I came here to Dubai. So time flies. And so this week we have big news, big events on the markets. So always watch news before you take trades, especially ADP, employment rate, and also there will be a Fed's meeting also. Non-farm payrolls in the US also in Friday. So we have big news today, or this week. Okay, so let me switch to the chart. And I have been looking at two pairs today, which are AUD-JPY and AUD-USD. I have been looking for the buy chance on these two pairs, and let me tell the reason why. Starting from the AUD-JPY, I was watching the forward chart. In the forward chart, now Kumo's flat and Kijun-sen flat, but this is in the P wave, and I was expecting the P wave breaks upwards this way and continue to move up this week. So the reason is because the Kijun-sen was up before, now it's flat, but it was up, and also I can see that there was a reversal here. The previous resistance is becoming support now, so this is a nice reversal edge, and we can capture it, and potentially the market goes up in this direction. And also, if you squeeze the chart all the way to the past, back in July this year, you can also see these supports too. So now the price is at the support. After this nice retest and breakout, it's going backwards now, and it looks like it's bouncing up and goes up in this direction. And also, if you draw the Fibonacci level here, let me cancel the Ichimoku and talk about Fibonacci here. You can draw the Fibonacci on the forward chart on the previous low and high, and this price level is at 38.2%. The market was supported here, and this also confirms me that the market goes up potentially in this direction. And that is the primary condition as per price action. And with this, I use Ichimoku. And now Ichimoku shows flat. The Kumo flat, well, Kumo technically is up because this Senko span A is up, but Kijun-sen became flat now in the forward chart. So it could retrace backwards from here. So simply I wait until the Kijun-sen points upwards in the forward chart, and we'll look for a buy chance in the lower time frames. Until then, I just hold. And most likely, it's going to happen today. So if that's the case, I will just wait until it really happens. Let me just go down to the 1 hour chart. And in this 1 hour chart, you can see that there is a P wave. So P wave is one of the forms of Ichimoku for the wave analysis. And you can see that the highs are lower, the lower highs and higher lows. And this is a typical P wave structure. And in this P wave, I expect the market breaks upwards as per higher time frame condition. But now in the 1 hour chart, you can also see that the Kumo is flat, Kumo Senko span B is flat and A is flat, and Kijun-sen flat also. So the market might retrace back to the Kijun-sen in this 1 hour chart. So I don't see any potential breakout power here yet. So right now I just hold it, but in the long term, tomorrow, later tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow, it could break upwards in this direction. And that is my view on this AUD-JPY. And I see similar setup on the AUD-USD too. So here is AUD-USD, and you can also see that the market has been retracing backwards, and Kumo is up, Senko span A is up, and Kijun-sen is also pointing upwards. So it's been retracing backwards, but since this Kumo is up, Kijun-sen is up, I expect the market bounces and goes up in this direction. So simply on this one, I'm waiting for this what I call counter trend line breakout. So this is counter trend line, and once it breaks, we expect the market goes up in this direction in the forward chart. So basically, I'm looking for just waiting for the breakout, and we'll look for buy sometime later today or tomorrow on AUD-USD. The market might retrace all the way back to the previous high also, but looks like it was supported here. So from here, it might go up Otherwise, it drops all the way down to the previous high at 0.7281 and bounces up like in this direction. As long as we find Kumo up, Kijun-sen up, this is bullish. So I can kind of expect that scenario too. Or the price can be bouncing by this Tenkan-sen and it goes up in the forward chart too. But in the lower time frame, this is also flat. If you drop down to the 1 hour chart, it's flat, the Kumo flat, and Kijun-sen flat too. And Chikou span about to touch the candles, so it might drop down to the previous high or the Kumo or the Kijun-sen here. So yeah, simply I wait until it breaks the P wave and we'll look for a buy. And this is the scenario in AUD USD. You can look at the chart yourself also in TradingView and you can find the same setup here. And yeah, so these are two pairs that is interesting. And in terms of the strength chart on AUD, USD, and JPY, so here is the currency strength chart. This is my favorite website. You can just type currency strength chart and you can find this website. And today, so we were looking at the AUD, right? So AUD is kind of sideways right now. It's flat. It just goes up and down, but it's not flat. And also JPY is a bit bullish now. JPY is bullish, AUD is bearish, and also we were looking at the USD. So USD right now is also bullish. So in that sense, AUD is down, and JPY is up, and USD is up. So right now, as a pair, AUD USD and AUD JPY are both going downwards, which is against the breakout direction. So right now, it's better to hold. It's better to hold. I don't think it's going to break out anytime soon. So when I see this, I usually stay away, maybe come back to the charts maybe 1 hour later and see if AUD gets stronger at that time. If AUD gets stronger and JPY or USD get weaker, then we see uptrend and we can expect the market breaks the upwards. But right now, as per a strength chart, it's bearish. So it actually confirms me to hold right now. So I don't spend time monitoring a chart for the breakout right now. Yeah, so that was AUD JPY, AUD USD. So let's see. Okay, Orvin says, hi Kay, can you share techniques to avoid fake out? Got caught in AUD JPY and Euro USD fake out today. So fake outs happen, fake outs do happen. So yeah, let's say AUD JPY. Maybe you're talking about the fake outs here. There was a long wick pointing upwards. So if you watch the market real time, you might think that this was a breakout. Hold on, let me precisely draw this descending trend line. I put the high here. I take this high and also low here. You can take the wick high or the previous wick high here too. But if you think that this was the fake breakout, you have to wait for the candle close. You know, this is something that I say over time, is that you have to wait for the candlestick close to see if this was a breakout or not. Because when the market was forming, you can see that the market was forming. You see the market goes up, and by the end of this candlestick close, the close price comes into the P wave, and it closed here. And as a result, it became a pin bar, and now the market is going downwards. So unless you wait for the candle close, you never know whether it's going to be a breakout or not. So my advice is to wait for the candle close. You can find example maybe in 1 minute chart. I don't usually watch 1 minute, but as in terms of the importance of waiting for the candle close, I can talk about it based on 1 minute. So in 1 minute chart, it's bearish. The market has been going down on this reversed in wave. So this is bearish. And you see that there is a pin bar here. There was a pin bar, and you might think that this is going to be the support and goes up in this direction. But so right now in this 1 minute candlesticks forming, but this one still takes 30 seconds to close. So right now I think this is a good example. So right now the price is at the support. So looks like it's been supported. It might become double bottom, and you might be buying here. You might think of buying it, but right now the price candlestick is not closed yet. So let's wait for 10 seconds more to see if the candlestick close will become above the support or below the support. It's going to close in about 3 seconds. Okay, so here is the candle close. So candle close, in this case, hold on, let me zoom in the chart in case you're watching from mobile. You see candle close was technically above the support, but now it is breaking down here on this next candlestick. So since this is 1 minute, just an example, this is 1 minute, so this 1 minute candlestick close in 1 minute. Well, in this one, it closes in about 30 seconds. So right now, until we see candle close, we never know if it's going to be a bearish or bullish candle. So right now it's bullish, but we have to see until the candle close. Like this. So always wait for the candle close. Looks like it's going to be bullish. In about 5 seconds, it's going to close. Okay, so this is nice. This is nice bullish candlestick. So here we can draw the descending trend line like this and simply wait for the candlestick breakout. And when we think of the breakout, we have to also wait for the candlestick close here. So right now it's about to break, but unless the candle close comes above the descending trend line, we can't say that it's a breakout yet. Otherwise, the market goes down on this reverse in the wave continuously and it might break the support. So right now it's going up, but still we have 17 seconds to close. So let's just wait for the candle close and see where it lands. Okay, so now the candlestick landed above the descending trend line. So this concludes that this was a breakout. So on this next candlestick, you could place a buy and expect the market goes up in this direction, like this. But the point is that unless you wait for the candle close, you never know if it's going to break out or not. And that was exactly the case in this 4-hour chart. Yeah, it was exactly the case in this, I think it was 1-hour chart. Yeah. So, yeah, before, I didn't really care about waiting for the candle close because we can see the past charts, and these past charts are all closed. I mean, these are all closed candlesticks with the wicks up and downwards. But the one that is forming right now is moving, and it's not closed yet. So this is about the waiting for the candle close, and in a real-time moving market, it is also important to take that into consideration. Looks like the market is in the P wave still, and it's about to break towards either direction. Right now, we can't tell which way it breaks because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, but we'll see. All right. Oh, I get many comments now, so let me see. Movie Hero says, hi Kay, as you mentioned AUD-JPY pair, can you explain with Tokyo Box? Oh sure, you can use Tokyo Box breakout also. Looks like it's within the box still, but let me see. So this is the Tokyo Box, and the Tokyo Box high today is over here at Tokyo Box high today on AUD-JPY is at 80.37, and Tokyo Box low is here at 79.97. So after the P wave breakout, the market, if the market goes up in this direction, there was a resistance here and supports. This is also another reversal line based on a 1-hour chart. So it might bounce here and goes up and breaks the Tokyo Box. And if you see this sometime today, then the market could go up in this direction. But even the market breaks the Tokyo Box downwards, it may retrace backwards soon because overall this is still bullish in higher time frame. Yep. So that's the Tokyo Box strategy for this AUD-JPY. And right now, I think for the market to break the Tokyo Box, it's got 22 pips. It's not really too much. It's not a big pips, so it might break within today. So Rush says candle close in daily chart or the forward chart because sometimes it closes higher or lower time frames. So it depends on which time frame you are trading or you're about to trade. If you are looking at the daily chart to follow, then you have to wait for the daily close. Or if you're following the forward chart, then better to wait for the forward chart close. But while waiting for it, you can look at the lower time frames, and you can also see how lower time frames are closing, and you can get a sense of the whether the market is going to close in higher time frames or not. Like this week, pointing upwards, if you break it down, hold on, let me go down to the lower time frame on this week. So this was formed at 1 p.m. UTC. So if I just go down to 5-minute chart, for example, then this was the fake out. This was the fake within the P wave. So in this 5-minute chart, you see the market was up, and this candle close was above the P wave. So you can conclude that this was a bullish, but afterwards the market went backwards, and you see the candle close on this big bearish candlestick ended below or within the P wave again. So if you see this, if you see the candlestick closed within the P wave in 5, you should exit here, because as a result, it became a fake out. And afterwards, it went down to the N wave. So when you see this reverse N wave in 5, you better close here too. Depending on your risk per trade, you better exit on either timing. So by looking at the lower time frames like this, and also wait for the candle close in lower time frames, you can capture whether it becomes fake out or not in higher time frame. I hope it makes sense. This is about multiple time frames and waiting for the candlestick close in different time frames. But this is very effective, especially if you are looking at the candlestick patterns and price actions. This is very effective. All right, Hussein says, okay, holding euro dollar short at 1.1800. Okay, make sure you follow the downtrend. If you see downtrend on Ichimoku still, then you can still follow it. Yeah, Orvin, so yeah, this is exactly how a 5-minute chart closed here. All right, Ray says, hi Kay, if daily chart shows bearish trend while forward chart, 1-hour chart shows bullish trend, which time frame will take priority? It depends on the definition of a trend. So if you see daily chart to be uptrending, how did you see that? Did you see, let's see, so daily chart bearish, right? So if you see daily chart to be bearish, how did you see the bearishness? Did you see Kumo down or Kijun-sen down? Or both ones? How did you conclude that the bearishness in the daily chart? And how did you confirm the uptrend in the forward chart or the 1 hour chart? If you say that the price simply below the Kumo is bearish, then in definition it's not as per Ichimoku trend analysis. But most likely, if daily chart bearish and forward chart 1 hour bullish, that means in the daily chart most likely it's retracing backwards. But it is not the bearish trend in the daily chart. So I would follow forward chart direction in that case. If forward chart still shows Kumo up, Kijun-sen up, then I follow that direction. And daily chart might be retracing back to the Kijun-sen, but it's not the downtrend in the daily chart. I wish there is function YouTube comment we can attach the the screenshot, so that instead of typing you out, I can watch this attachment and explain from these screenshots. I think that's better, because I think it's kind of hard, difficult to type out these questions, situational questions to me, and for myself also it's kind of difficult to answer. So hopefully there is an attachment function here on the chat, on live stream. But yeah, anyways, I can still talk about these, real moving charts as examples. Carvan says, for those who are new to your channel, what do you recommend for them to watch next after the 5 parts of Ichimoku Kinko Hyo? Thanks, Kei-san. After you see the 5 parts of Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, then you can come to the playlist. You can come to my website, scroll down, and I have selected these how to say, like playlist. So you can click on either playlist and start to watch. Maybe if you're interested in Ichimoku itself, then you can click on this Ichimoku Basic lecture, and you can learn about the essence of Ichimoku original strategies like forecast lines, or time theory, price theory, or wave theory. But if you are more interested in my own strategy, like multiple time frames and stop loss, break evens, and entry edge, how to capture trend directions, then you can click on this KTS, K's trading strategy, and watch the playlist. And also, there are some mental techniques and money management and other topics on this playlist. So I created this playlist on my website because when I access to my own YouTube channel and click on playlist, it was a bit difficult to identify these list of the playlists. So that's why I have this on my website. So I think it's more handy to simply click on one of these pictures, and it's going to access you to one of these playlists. All right, Zian, thank you for joining here. He says, hi, would you mind to look at the gold? I think it's retracing to Kijun-sen. All right, let's see. Gold retracing to Kijun-sen in which time frame? Let's see. So here is, hold on, let's see. Okay, so gold, starting from the daily chart with the Ichimoku, the price is into the Kumo now. Price is right into the Kumo, and it looks like it's retracing backwards today. But this is range as per Ichimoku, because price is simply within the Kumo and Chikou span still touching the candles. So let me go down to the forward chart. In this forward chart, it's retracing backwards and looks like it's heading backwards to the Kijun Sen or the previous high. Previous high at here at 1809.90. It's retracing backwards and it may bounce and goes up in this direction. And if I look at the 1 hour chart, it's also retracing. In 1 hour chart, I can see that the Kijun Sen flat. So it looks like the market is heading backwards to the Kijun Sen in 1 hour chart. Yeah, so basically when you see Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, that means the market is consolidating or ranging, and as long as you find Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, the market tends to retrace back to the Kijun Sen. And that's the essence of Ichimoku, 5 lines. So simply you can, this is not timing to buy, I would say, because it might retrace all the way back to Kijun Sen. All right, so Rush, you're welcome. And Doris, you're welcome too. Oh, Velosapien, thank you for the reminder. So if you liked today's live stream, please press the like button before you leave so that it gives me courage and power to keep on doing this in my YouTube channel. Movie Hero, you're welcome here. So Rush says, could you look at time cycles in this pair? Time cycles, yeah, I do look at time cycles, but recently I don't really find a good time cycle examples. The only one I found was the AUDC AD pair, but yeah, it's not really favorable, I would say. Yeah, so if I find a good example for time cycle, I will talk about it, but I don't think I will talk about it today. All right, yeah, Robin, you're welcome here, you're welcome. So always wait for the candle close is a key. So Rosh, yeah, attachment chart will be great function on YouTube chat. Yeah, voice chat will be, I think, a bit too much, but attachment will be great. All right. Yeah, Mark, thank you for joining here. Great to see you. And Tan and Ben, you're welcome here. Kel says, sir, time theory in MT4 has more candles than TradingView. So which should we believe? Ichimoku in MT4 is also different from TradingView. Yeah, Ichimoku in MT4 is wrong in its calculation, and also its displacement is wrong. So you better stick to TradingView, in my opinion, because TradingView Ichimoku Kinko Hyo is correct in calculation and displacement. Milo says, Mr. K, in pound New Zealand, is it downtrending in the forward chart? Kijun Sen Senko span A is down, but Tenkan Sen is close to Kijun Sen. All right, let's take a look at it. I think that's good. You described the currency name and also described how the market is moving in terms of Kijun Sen Senko span and Tenkan Sen, like that. So yeah, it's more precise. Pound in New Zealand, NZD. Okay, so here is pound NZD, and okay, it's in the forward chart. Okay, so in the forward chart, yep, the Senko span A is down and Kijun Sen down too. Yeah, and he says Kijun Sen Senko span A down, but Tenkan Sen is close to Kijun Sen. Okay. So Tenkan Sen close to Kijun Sen, it's okay. It is okay. We can still expect the market goes down this way. And also, if you draw the lines, you can also see a reversal line here. Previous support has been broken down and it is retesting and it's pulling back now. So this is also potential and continuous N wave. So I expect the market continuously go down in this case. As long as you find a Senko span A down, Kijun Sen down, and also Chikou span below the candles, this is bearish. So we can follow the downtrend in this case. Yeah, I think this is a good example for this downtrend. I think it's nice. Let me go down to the 1 hour chart and see if we can find the edge. So right now in the 1 hour chart, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and we see the P wave. Here's another P wave example. So once again, P wave is the name in Ichimoku equal to the triangle. So we can find triangle P wave like this and just wait for the market breaks the P wave downwards in this way so that we can see the potential reversed in the wave continuously in this direction. All right. Robert says, hi Kay, hello from Venice, Italy. Good to see you here, Roberto. Good to see you here. Yeah, Soros, you're welcome. Let's see. Anis says, hello Kay, I took courage and entered US Tech 100 Nasdaq based on Ichimoku 1 hour chart. All right. If it's still going up, then you can follow the uptrend as long as it goes. So there are many strategies by using Ichimoku or any other type of indicators. But the point is that I am a trend follower, and if you use Ichimoku to capture trend direction and follow the direction of the trend by Ichimoku, it becomes very powerful, very, very powerful. And that's why I became a trend follower. Because Forex trades or any trades in any markets is all about the probability. So, and when it's ranging market, the probability might decrease because it's ranging, it just goes up and downwards. And not only that, you might see the fake outs like we saw earlier. We might see some fake outs and reverses backwards very soon when it's ranging market or the P wave. So that's why I recommend everyone to first start to capture the trending market and then follow it. I think that's the easiest and most powerful way to be confident and to become a non-losing trader. And after that, you can implement the range strategy or retracement strategies. But if you are still struggling to make profits in the long run, I recommend you to wait for the trend market and follow it. Because that's when my breakthrough came out. Before, I was taking trades, whatever the signals I got, whether it's ranging market, trending market, I wasn't really care. I was basically waiting for the signals to come, and whenever the signals come, I just take trades. But I failed sometimes and won sometimes, but overall was a loss because basically I wasn't really care about the higher time frame conditions, and also I was kind of rush into the market. I was having a psychology of wanting the positions at any time per day. So if I didn't have any positions, when I was watching charts, I felt like I was doing nothing as a trader. So I was kind of stressed by that. But right now, I don't feel that anymore. Even if I don't have any positions, I'm still relaxed in just, I don't feel anything at all because there's no trends and no trades. So, and basically that's what I have been trying to say, trying to explain on this YouTube channel, the importance of the trend follow and the importance of capturing trending markets by Ichimoku and using multiple time frames to capture and entries and exits by the trending markets. in Forex, it works very well. And I'm sure on other markets works the same also, because other markets also, even if it's a stock markets or indices or even cryptos, there are trends and ranges on any markets. So if it's the game of the probability, then you only want to take trades when the probability is higher, relatively higher, and which is the trending market. All right. Hello, Kale. Thank you for joining. And Carbon, Milos, you're welcome, everyone. Let's see. Jamal says, hi, Kay. What if we put another indicator with Ichimoku to see the divergence also? It will be more powerful. Yeah, you can use indicator to capture divergence. That's also powerful. But I think it's better to use Ichimoku by itself. Because what if Ichimoku says downtrending, but divergence says uptrending? And then you might get confused. So I think it's better to be simple as possible. Only place Ichimoku and master Ichimoku first. And then you can add something more. But I would say Ichimoku itself is enough. Ichimoku itself is just enough. And price action lines is just enough in higher time frames. So we try to eliminate the noises as much as possible in the chart itself or the indicators also. Yeah. Before I was using like 20 indicators in the chart, and I get these signals, many signals on one pair, and because in that way I thought I have more opportunities, but it was a mistake. It was a mistake. I get many signals, and I feel like I have more opportunities, but sometimes there are contradictions. Like one signal says uptrending and buy, and other one says down and sell. And it depends on what indicators you use. But sometimes these things happen if you put more indicators. So yeah, and that's why I only show Ichimoku here in higher time frames. Anes says, indeed, I certainly needed a method to identify the trend. Thanks for the long explanation, Kate. You're welcome, Anis. You're welcome. I hope you get the idea here. All right, Mamoha says, can you check USD INR? All right, let's check the USD INR. So basically, whatever the markets I explain, the things I say is universal. So the true goal for this YouTube channel is for you to be able to take trades without myself. So if you can take trades without myself, and I'd be very happy. So here is USD INR, and let's start from the daily chart first. Okay, daily chart broke the Kumo last Friday, and it's going down right now. And let's see, the price is dropping down heavily. The Kumo's bearish. Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen down, Chikou span below the candles. So this is bearish, first of all. And the price is at the previous high, on this reversal level. So it might bounce and it goes up here. But we can see if the market will break down or not by looking at the lower time frame. So let's go down to the 1 hour chart. Okay, so here is 1 hour chart. In 1 hour chart, it's flat. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So it has been downtrending, but it might be bouncing and it retraces all the way back to Kijun Sen. So this is not a good timing to sell. We have to wait for the candle breaks the support and look for the sell chance afterwards. It's my view. Yeah, so this is also beauty about Ichimoku is that you can capture whether the market potentially retraces or breaks the support level. Right now, I can see that there is a potential reversal because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat in 1 hour chart. But if the Kumo down, Kijun Sen down in 1 hour chart also, then the probability for the market to break the support becomes higher. So you can already look for the sell chance and expect the breakout. But right now, this is not the case. We better hold. And also daily chart, right? Daily chart Kumo is a bit too thin. So this also reminds me of retracing. So yeah, I think today is not a good day to sell. Yeah, we have to wait for the market to break and sell will be a better option. Let's see. KL says, sir, do you have any advice for people with small capital? Is scalping trade suitable to increase capital? Sir, I think so. For small accounts, scalping has advantage than swing trades, obviously, because you can make profits in a short period and more profits by scalping or intraday. I would recommend intraday trades. Zenon says, what do you think of WD Gan? He has the more accurate trader before even computers were around. He used time cycles like Ichimoku. Yeah, Gan theory, I have kind of looked at it before, but I'm not really into the Gan. So to be honest, I'm not sure. I'm not really into Gan. I only know the name and I have applied it in my past career, but I haven't looked into it. I heard it's kind of similar to time cycles, but I prefer time cycles to use. Well, time cycles in Ichimoku is the only one I use. So if you know anything about the relationship between Gan and time cycles, you can just email me. You can just contact me, email me, and give me some thoughts. And then maybe I can make comments about that. Okay, Sagu team says, hi Kay, quick question. If you see two pairs trending at the same time, do you trade both pairs or just take the most trending one? I would only take one. I never trade 2 or 3 markets at the same time because it's kind of difficult to manage on these different positions at the same time. So I will specifically pick one and look for the trading edge on that pair only. All right, Doris, if you can type English, that would be great because I can't understand, but thank you for the comment. Milo says, hi, Mr. K, does looking at volume work in Forex? Personally, I don't watch volumes, and I haven't watched volume before. So for myself, I don't watch volumes. But in stock markets, indices, I think volume works. But in Forex, I don't think we care. At least I don't really care about the volumes in Forex. Shamal says, but I think that the market should respond to the divergence. Yes, market will respond to divergence, but not always. So you better know which divergence works and which divergence doesn't work. Mamohan, you're welcome. Johnny says, hi Kay, Nifty 50 please. All right, Nifty chart, I have it on the indices. So let's see. It was uptrending last week. So let's see. Yeah, it is up right now. It broke the previous high now. So as I talked about it on yesterday on the forecast, this is up. So we can still trail the profits. This is up and there's no reason to sell right now. Yeah, weekly chart up, daily chart is also up, so this is uptrend, and that's it. But as per daily chart, we can kind of expect when potentially the market will reverse, and that will be the Kijun-sen retracement. So the most previous Kijun-sen bounce happened here on the 30th of July, and the market has been above the Kijun-sen for the last, let's say, for the last 21 days, 21 trading days. The market has been above the Kijun-sen. So in general, in average, the market tends to come back to the Kijun-sen at 26 candle, which is going to be on the 6th of September. So it is up now, but as they gets closer and closer to this 6th of September, it tends to reverse. So right now it's up, so you can follow the uptrend, but since the day is getting closer, just be careful for the retracement. It might retrace back to Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen on the 6th of September. All right, Zenon, you're welcome here. Carbon says, how do we know if the market is at equilibrium based on Ichimoku, and what time frame should we look for? Ichimoku works the best in the daily chart. So I recommend you to use daily chart and capture equilibrium. So simply, if the market is on the Tenkan-sen, it's in equilibrium in the short term. If the market is on the Kijun-sen, it's in equilibrium in the midterm. And if the market is on the Senko span B, this is the equilibrium level in the long term. So right now, the price itself locates above Tenkan-sen, above Kijun-sen, above Kumo. Right? So this is bullish from short to mid to long term. It shows strong bullishness. All right, Sagao team, you're welcome here. Anes says, interesting was that Gan and Hosoda made parallel theories and came up with nearly the same conclusions in terms of time cycle without knowing each other. Okay, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I know only Ichimoku time cycles, but it correlates a lot with Gan theory. Yeah, Goichi Hosoda knew about the Elliott waves and also some candlestick patterns, original candlestick patterns in Japan, but he never knew about Gan theory, so I think it's a coincidence. Orvin says, should we be worried of medium impact orange news? AUD-JPY might be ready tomorrow, Tokyo session, but there is a medium impact news for both AUD and JPY. You don't really have to care about the medium impact news. You can only look at and focus on the high impact, the red ones only. Shamal says, please can you tell me what divergence is not response? You mean reliable. Which divergence is not reliable? Divergence becomes not reliable when it doesn't follow the trend direction. Of course, it depends on the setting of the oscillator, whether you use RSI, MACD, or stochastics. Divergence happens in different places depending on the different settings of these indicators. But in general, divergence works the best when it's trending market. So let's say in this market, it is uptrending. it is uptrending. So you want to capture this pushback. And let's say you find the, so I use personally stochastics, but you can use RSI too. But if you use RSI, for example, if this low is RSI shows like this, and if this low RSI shows like here, and in between the RSI might act like this, and goes down like this, and this is the divergence. You see the lows on candlestick are higher. I mean higher low, but RSI's lows are lower. So this is a type of divergence, and this is going to be trustable. So you can buy here and expect the market goes up in this direction. This is the basic use of divergence along with the trend direction. But once again, it depends on your setting of oscillator. So if you can find it, then it works well with Ichimoku. Milos says, Mr. K, what time frames can we possibly use to adapt KTS for scalping? For scalping, you can use below 1 hour chart for scalping. You can take trade decisions based on 1 minute or 5 minute chart. Lois says, hi, how can you determine it can retrace on 6th September? So we have to wait until the 6th of September. I say that the market tends to retrace backwards to Kijun-sen in 26 candles in average, but of course, it's not 100%. Sometimes it goes more than 6 candles, more than 26 candles, and meet with that Kijun-sen. So this is just a reference, just to keep in mind. Okay, one says, your view on USD-CAD things, and MMC says, can you check Euro-Pound things? All right, let's check these two pairs now. So yeah, let's look at the first USD-CAD. USD-CAD is here, and here is the daily chart. Looks like the USD-CAD retraced back to the previous trend line, and from here it could bounce and goes up in this direction. This is in the P wave, and the market looks to be bouncing and goes up in this direction. But the Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, so it might go into the Kumo in this direction. If I squeeze a chart, this is, sorry, this wasn't the P wave, but this is more of the bullish wave. The bullish wave. So from here, it could bounce and goes up in this direction. And also, let's see, Euro-Pound. Euro-Pound here is range. In the daily chart, pure range, Kumo flat, Kijun-sen down, Tenkan-sen up, Chikou span crossing like past candles, and its range. So from here, we don't know which way it's going. So simply stay away is my advice. Okay, so this is, okay, it already passed 1 hour now, so I will be ending the live stream in about maybe 10 minutes or so. But let me cover some other comments now here on the chat. Kale says, sir, are the 2 books on Ichimoku in membership written in English? Yes, they are. So in my Ichimoku community, you can have 3 books as a park. One is this Ichimoku Basic Master Book. Ichimoku Basic Master Book, which talks about 5 lines. And the second book you can get is this Ichimoku Basic Theories book, which talk about the Ichimoku theories, Ichimoku 3 theories, wave theory, and time theory, and price theory. And also you get the book, also another booklet, this one here, Kyushu Legs. Kyushu Legs is a type of the technical analysis by Ichimoku, which is not really known in English, but it's written on the original book, and based on my own understanding, I wrote that one too. So you can technically get 3 books in the community as a perk. Of course, I don't charge extra. These are something you can get within the community once you join. So these are in English, and just remember that these are not the direct translations, but these are the books written in English based on my own understanding. So yeah, and Ichimoku Basic Master Book is version 4 now. I have been revising over time, adding more charts and adding, refining, correcting these typos and errors. So this is the first version right now available in the community, and Ichimoku Basic Theories book is now in the second version. So I keep refining these books, adding more charts, and also you can watch videos on each chapter. I think in Ichimoku Basic Master Book there are 16 chapters, but on each chapter I have videos, and also you have quizzes on each chapter so that you can understand step by step everything about Ichimoku. Nathafon says, hello sir, how to identify the end of the trend? The end of the trend is captured when you see Kumo flat and Kijun-sen flat. So simply, if you take this as example, it's pretty simple. Like, so this is downtrending. You can see that the Kumo down and Kijun-sen down here. So this is downtrend right now, but however, if you start to see Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, which is here, if you start to see Kijun-sen flat and Kumo-sen correspond B flat, A flat, this is the end of the downtrend. And from here, the market might retrace backwards. Retrace backwards like this, and retraces back to the Kijun-sen in theory. Shamal, you're welcome. Cabron, you're welcome too. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for the words. Muhammad says, okay, other than P wave, what is the other wave that you usually find in Ichimoku? There are Y wave. There are Y wave and N wave and V wave and I wave. These are the typical waves that I can find on the chart. And also there are something called S wave and M wave and W wave on Ichimoku, which I also wrote in on these books here, on this Ichimoku Basic Master Book. There are M wave and W wave and S wave and Y wave and P wave. So many type of waves basically in Ichimoku. Yumit says, if you start analyzing few crypto pairs, major and altcoins, I'm sure you will have many more people coming to your sessions and community. You no need to trade, but just give your ideas about them, about the crypto pairs, right? Yes, I could talk about the cryptos, but I don't want to do that because personally I don't trade cryptos, and I'm not sure what's happening in the cryptos. I have been a Forex trader, so I'm confident on Forex pairs, what's happening, but in terms of cryptos, I'm not sure. Simply, I don't talk about it. I only talk about the things I know, but if I don't know, then I don't talk about it. Yeah, but there are many crypto traders out there. So looks like cryptos are becoming more popular here. All right. Orvin, you're welcome here. You're welcome. Shavdak, yeah, it's a beautiful view in Dubai. It's getting dark now already. Yeah, it's getting dark. It's getting dark earlier than before now in Dubai. Recently, it's becoming cooler now. So yesterday, I was outside at nighttime, and it was very cool. Very, very refreshing. MMC, you're welcome. You're welcome. Carbon says, I wonder what you are teaching on membership when you are sharing all your knowledge on live stream, Keisan. In Ichimoku membership, you can come to this website and you can find all the perks. So based on these original books, this Ichimoku community is to master Ichimoku itself from the original books through my experience. So in this public live stream, of course, I get many comments and questions. So basically, I talk about these markets randomly, and I basically talk about anything about the markets. But on this Ichimoku membership, since this is more closed membership community, I cover all the questions that are sent on the Q&A form in the Discord, and also in the live stream, I cover all the comments and questions too, in more deeply one by one. So the things I talk about in public live stream is not everything. It's only the tip of the iceberg. So because there are more to it about Ichimoku here. Chick says, what if I want the original book? The original books are purchasable in Japan, but they are only available in Japanese, and I'm not sure they ship outside of Japan. Muhammad, you're welcome. You're welcome here. Milos says, Mr. K, in relation to my question in a while ago, if we use 1 hour to capture trend and we enter on 1 minute or 5 minutes, what time frame can we use for confirmation of the trend? That will be 15 and 30 minutes. You confirm. Marcus, you're welcome. Milos says, your strategies have been helpful in trading cryptos, Mr. K. That's great. That's great to hear. Yeah, as long as it works, you can stick to it. I'm glad that it's helpful. It's becoming helpful for any traders in the world. Okay, so I'm about to end the live session now. So one quick announcement is that I have the GTS also. This is called a global trading school, and this is the very small group up to only 5 members for 3 months. This is my hands-on teaching, including one-on-one session 3 times during the course, and also we meet every week, once a week, and I cover all my strategies, including risk management and psychological management. And there are 2 seats available, which starts in October. So in case if you are interested, please click on the below description and see details, and please let me know, because I get emails almost every day about the GTS class. So it might fail anytime soon, but if it does, then it will be closed. So in case if you're still interested, please let me know. Just in case, I just wanted to remind. Okay, so yeah. That's it for today's live stream. So I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. And yeah, I think today's Monday. So I don't think we have big moves in the market. So if there's no edges, then simply, stay away and come back to the chart tomorrow. Will be great. Okay, so yeah, I think right now it's 7 p.m. in Dubai time, and I will have a dinner soon and get ready to probably backtest tonight, and also think about some topics in September for these live streams. Okay, so yeah, once again, thank you for joining, and I will see you on the next one. And until then, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. All right, bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.